All right, y'all, what's going on? Welcome back. Y'all ain't seen me in a couple days. Had a little something going on. My co-host sick, so we decided not to do a pre-week show this week. But we will be back up with another video on Wednesday. And on that note, happy Victory Monday to all the winning teams out there, except the Dallas Cowboys. You already know what's up with that. Not over here. Y'all better enjoy that while y'all can. But I just wanted to do a quick check-in and just look at the Eagles and Vikings game yesterday. Pretty good game. It seemed like the Eagles came back to form a little bit. But before I do that, let's just check in on the on where we stand in the NFC East standings right now, right? So we bought us a little bit of breathing room, just a little bit. We got the Cowboys next at 3-3-1. They blew the doors off the Commanders yesterday. Not like we did, but damn near close. 44-22. So the Commanders fall to 3-4. Then we got the Giants at 2-5. They lost a crazy game to Denver. It's not a whole lot to say about that Dallas beatdown. Jaden left in like the second quarter with another leg injury. Prayers up to him. Hope he good. Marcus Mariota ain't do much in relief. Came in and threw a pick six to Deron Bland, which is insane, but couldn't do much anyway, even with Jaden in there. And then we had the Giants, who went into the fourth quarter with a lead in Denver. End up giving 33 points up in the fourth quarter to lose that game. So shout out to the Broncos for that, because yeah, we need that. We need to bring them back down to earth for real. But on to the Eagles and Vikings game, the main point of this video. We kind of seen what we wanted to see, at least for one game. Like, you never know how consistent or sustainable it's going to be. It's probably not. I mean, Jalen Hurts had literally a perfect passer rating. 19 for 23, 326 yards, 3 touchdowns. 301 of them yards came from Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown. I wish that was sustainable, but it's probably not, right? The defense showed up enough. There's still definitely some concerns there. I feel like going into that game, we expected a little more pressure, a couple more sacks, but we did get 2 sacks. Josh Uche got a sack. And who got the other one? Moro Ajomo got the other one. So, 2 sacks, consistent pressure, 2 turnovers. We had the pick six from Jalix Hunt, and then basically the arm punt that Andrew McCougal caught. That's his second pick of the season. So, it is what it is there. But what concerned me the most, right, is still the lack of the running game. Saquon had 18 carries for 44 yards, averaging 2.4 carry, which is not going to work. Tank Bigsby, already, he doesn't have much playing time on the season. He's been playing mostly special teams all year. This was his first carry. He took it for 11 yards. I don't know why he didn't get a couple more touches himself. But there's been a lot of questions about, the regression of Saquon Barkley. And if you look at him, I don't think physically he's lost a step or he's regressed at all. But I think the offense, of course, has. We've seen it the last few weeks. The runs are pretty basic. And then you pair that with the regression on the offensive line, not having Mekhi Becton at right guard anymore. Constant injuries. Lane Johnson hurt this game. Then the next game is Landon. Yesterday, Cam Jurgens went out, and we ended up having to move Brett Toff, who I am not a fan of. I know if y'all seen my video last week, I told him to pack his fucking bags, man. But I guess he did enough. Had a couple holding calls. I'm just I don't feel comfortable at that spot going in to play New York again if Cam Jerkins can't go. So that's something to look out for. Devontae Smith, 9 receptions, 183 yards. AJ, 4 receptions for 121 and 2 tugs. So I guess they got the performance they wanted to. And we ended up pulling the victory out 28-22. As far as the defense though, I feel like we got stops when we needed them. We already know we won that kind of what do you call it, bend but don't break defense, and that's pretty much what happened. We bent a lot, but we didn't break too many times. We only gave up 1 touchdown, and the rest was field goals. We held them to field goals. They had like 8 drives in the red zone or something like that, and only came away with field goals and 1 touchdown. So it's still some work to do there. But I think as the season goes on more, they're going to get more comfortable. N'Kobe Dean came back. He mostly played special teams last week. He had more of a role in the regular defense this time around, and he kind of showed up, especially in the run game. Like you could tell, he just ups the intensity and the effort when it comes to like those running downs. He's always in the backfield. He causing havoc. Jalen Carter didn't really he ain't show up too much on the box score, but like that play that Carson Wentz threw that pick six, Jalen Carter destroyed the center and then absolutely demolished Carson Wentz. So like you could just tell the difference in the defense when he out versus when he played. Like we play completely differently when he is playing. But like I said, I'm always celebrate the victories as you should. It's hard to win a game in the NFL, but I'm just worried about how sustainable it is if we have to play like that every week to win. If we can't get the run game going and we have to become a passing team, this shows that we're capable of it. Like Minnesota was like the number 3 overall pass defense, and we put up a perfect passer rating. So we're capable of doing it, but it just exposes you to potential mistakes, turnovers, things like that. So we got to find a way to get the run game going, find a way to get Saquon, get the ball rolling with Saquon. Even if it's not the run game, just a short. There's other ways to get Saquon the ball. Like I haven't seen too many screens. I think they threw one to him and it was a negative play. And I also want to say, even though he only got 18 carries for 44 yards, there was like 2 or 3. I know one was like a 13 or 14-yard run where it got called back due to holding. So, I mean, they're trying. And I think through the season, getting Saquon the ball 18 times, usually you're going to have a little more success than that. I just think the defense really like locked in on him and made sure that they wasn't going to beat him, which is what all teams have been doing. Like, it's no wonder why he getting bottled up, because if you was a defensive coordinator, what would you do? You got the offensive player of the year, 2,000-yard season. You going to make sure you stop him first too. So it just makes sense. Like I said, when you combine that with the regression from the offensive line and the injuries and all that stuff that we've been complaining about for the past 7 weeks. There was a whole lot of talk about Isaiah Rodgers, how we shouldn't have let him go, how much we missed him. I'll tell you now, he got fucking fried yesterday. He gave up like 150 yards. You know what I'm saying? And, I mean, he played his old team. Like, we've seen him practice every day. We know he's an aggressive cornerback. He's fast, but he's undersized. And that ain't going to do it for AJ, bro. That ain't going to stop AJ. Not by itself, bro. You better put something over the top. they had their safeties like 10 yards back. Like you knew we ain't had no choice but to take our shots. And that's what we did, and everything worked out. We got stops when we needed to. And that's just how we're gonna have to play moving forward until we get this running game going. But moving on to next week, we got one game left until the bye. And I think this is a pretty important game right here. We got embarrassed a couple weeks ago when we played the Giants. Man, I went in the barbershop the other day. Giants fan in there was waiting for me. Like, yeah, bro, where you been at, bro? I've been waiting. Like, bro, what the fuck? What do you mean you been waiting for me, bro? Just to talk your shit? Like, you got 2 wins, bro. What's your problem, bro? Like, you been waiting on this all year. You won the Super Bowl because you beat us in week 6, week 5. Nigga tripping. But anyway, play them in Philly this Sunday, 1 o'clock. We get a chance to redeem ourselves. A lot of people said we wasn't going to redeem ourselves against the Vikings. We did what we had to do. So, I'm a predictor. Predict us going into the bye with another win. And we just going to have to see how it go, man. I think they're going to come out with a lot more intensity, a lot more effort this time around. Because I know they was pissed after that game. I know they was, bro. I know they was pissed, and I would be too, because I was pissed. I don't even play for these motherfuckers, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yep. Then we go into the bye week. We come out of the bye week. We play the Packers, the Lions, and the Cowboys in a 3-game stretch. So we got to get healthy going into the bye. Nolan Smith should be back coming out of the bye. The offensive line should be a little healthier with a couple weeks off. And that 3-game stretch right there is going to tell us a lot about where we headed this season. If we could win 2 of those games, cool. I think we could win all 3. I actually think the toughest out of those 3 games is going to be the Cowboys. As much as I hate to say it, but our secondary situation is not the best recipe to go up against an offense like that with 2 stud wide receivers, a quarterback who can air the ball out a little bit. Not super worried about their run game. I know they have been running it well lately, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm more so worried about whoever Quinyon is not covering. So if Quinyon is on CD, George Pickens might have a game. But we're going to see. That's a long way out. That's a month away. So we're going to see what happens there. Right now it's on to the Giants. Then we into the bye week. So one more game. But yeah, like I said, we still first in the division. We gave ourselves a 2-game lead. So if we can go into the bye with a win, that'll really set us up for the second half of our schedule. So we really need that. As far as trade rumors, I've been hearing a lot of different shit. Been hearing Bradley Chubb. I've been hearing maybe Phillips from Miami. I've been hearing Hendrickson. I really don't want Hendrickson. He's older. I don't know. He doesn't even seem like a fit here. But whatever they do, they need some help somewhere. Whether it be cornerback or whether it be edge rusher, they got to figure something out somewhere. Because if we could get more pressure, maybe we can get away with Keely Ringo at CB2. But I don't know. Feel like we need another cornerback too. And we only got like $12 million in cap space, so it's not like we could make a whole bunch of moves. You know what I'm saying? So we'll just see how it goes, man. But other than that, we'll holler at y'all probably tomorrow, probably maybe Wednesday, with the week 7 recap video. And until then, let's go Birds. Dickhead.